What's up, LA Live gang? This is your boy AC, and welcome back to another edition of LA Sports Live, the very first edition of the year of 2023. Hey, man, we all made it to see another year. Thank God for that. Um, Made it through 2022 relatively. I'm just speaking for myself personally, relatively unscathed. We had a few bumps along the road. The big C finally caught up with me but I made it through, and still was a very good, successful year. I thought I was going to take a couple steps back, man, but hey, turned out being a little bit ahead of what I projected. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for this channel. I'm thankful for you guys for tuning in. This is 2023, and we're gonna go ahead and do our Lakers report for this week. Lakers are in action today at Staples. Oh yeah, there's at Staples at Crypto at the Crypt versus the Hornets, and hey, we owe the Hornets, bro, because the Lakers lost the game to those guys. They had no business losing to. What was that, about a week or so ago, maybe a little bit longer. So Lakers definitely got to bounce back from that. Definitely owe Lamelo and those guys some payback. So they'll be in action in was it a few hours from now. So we look forward to that game later on this evening. But what I want to do, I want to talk about a few things, and and then we'll get out of here. First of all, look, man, I haven't completely given up on this season yet. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't completely given up on this season. And one of the reasons why I haven't completely given up on it is because we still got LeBron James on the team. And if you got LeBron James, you have some sort of chance. And if you still have a talent like Anthony Davis on the team, and he hasn't been ruled out for the rest of the season, so until they say he ain't coming back for the rest of the season, then we got a chance. Those two guys are still top 10 talents in the league, and the way, and we'll go over this in a minute, but the way that things are looking in the West this year, man, the Lakers got a chance, bro. They still have a chance, and just got to make it to the playoffs. But anyway, first thing first, let's just go ahead and look at the Lakers, the record, and then the schedule. The Lakers come in today with a record of 15-21, with 6 games below 100. And if you think back to last season, if you think back to last season, we're worse than we were um, at this point last season. The Lakers then start falling below 500 to the very end when they eventually fell out of playoff contention and play in contention. But it's really weird because by all accounts, this team is much better than last year's team. But here we are still with the a worse record, and that's mostly because of the horrendous start the Lakers got off to, the 2-10 start. But anyway, let's go through the schedule for this is the new year, so let's go through this schedule for January. Let's see how this is just my predictions on how the Lakers will fare this coming the rest of this month. And then I'm just assuming, I don't know anything, and we'll talk about Anthony Davis later, but I'm just going to assume Anthony Davis will be back by the end of this month. But these predictions right here are going to be without him. So anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to the schedule. Salute to everybody in the chat. Of course, today we got the Hornets. I'm gonna go ahead and give the Lakers a W for that one. And like I said, this month I'm just assuming that we will have no AD, and I'm assuming that LeBron will play the majority of these games, if not all of them. I didn't even check to see how many of these were on the back to back, but that's a different topic. Salute to everybody in the chat. Okay, so look, we got the Hornets tonight. I'm going to give the Lakers a W on that. That's followed up by the Heat. Um, the Heat kind of embarrassed the Lakers a few days ago, so and we'll be at home. So I'm gonna give the Lakers a W on that one. What game? The Hornets. Yeah, it is tomorrow. My bad. It's tomorrow, the second. So, okay, so we'll give the Lakers a W for the Hornets. A rematch with the Heat. Now we'll be at home. So we'll go ahead. I'm gonna give the Lakers a W um, versus the Heat at home. And then we got the Hawks again. And of course, this will be at home. So I'm gonna give the Lakers a W. So that right there, that's gonna give the Lakers 4 wins in a row. I don't think they've done that this year. Have they? Maybe. I'm not for sure. But anyhow, so that would make 4 wins in a row, and then the Lakers would be very close to 500. Salute to everybody in the chat. What's up, Kareem? What's up, everybody? Let's keep going. So we'll give them the W over the Hawks. And I think we go up to Sacramento versus the Kings, and I'm just going to be realistic. And I'm going to give the Lakers a loss versus the Kings. So they're so far they will be 3-1 um, thus far in January. Moving on to what is this? The Nuggets. I mean, look, they've had good success versus the Nuggets all season. They've beat the Nuggets twice already, and so I'm gonna give them another victory. So that's another win for the Lakers. Then we move on to the Mavs. I'm gonna give the Lakers an L versus the Mavs. Um, and next we will have the 76ers. Now I'm gonna give them another L. This is at home. This game could go either way, but I'm just being realistic. They're not gonna win every game, so I'm gonna give them an L versus the 76ers. Moving on to the Houston Rockets. The Rockets are one of the worst teams in the league. Um, so I'm gonna give them a W there, and then another rematch with the Kings. And this, I think, this would be like the third time the Lakers play the Kings this season. So I think that I think they'll finally figure out the Kings this time around. So I'm gonna give them a W. Then I believe we have our first matchup versus the Grizzlies of the year. I'm gonna give the Lakers a L on that one. Then we move on to Portland. I'm gonna give the Lakers a W. The Portland don't really have no answers for LeBron James. Then we playing the Clippers. We know that's automatic L. And I don't give a shit about the Clippers. I don't have no respect for the Clippers. But but the Lakers for some reason can't beat the Clippers, man. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I'm gonna just give them an L until they prove otherwise. Moving on, we got the Spurs. That's a win. Celtics. I like to give them a W, but I'm gonna give them an L. Then we're gonna close the month out versus the Nets. And that would be on the road. So these last 3 games will be on the East Coast road trip where they got the Celtics, Nets, and the Knicks. Like I was saying, I'm gonna give them a loss to the Celtics, a loss to the Nets, and a win versus the Knicks. Now, those last 2 games, like I already said before, guys, as of right now, we plan to be in New York for the Nets in Brooklyn, and then the next game. Plan to be in New York for both of those games. So um, rooms have been purchased, flights have been purchased. So look, I'm there. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out with the Lakers. So look, so for the month of January, I got them going 9-7, and I don't know if you would consider that being overly optimistic, or I don't know if you guys think they could. I don't know if you guys think they could do a little bit better than 9-7 in this upcoming month. But I've always said, man, as long as they just try to stay afloat, try to keep around 500 while AD is out, this team will still have a chance in the end. So if they go 9-7 during the month of January, that would give them a 2 game improvement of what they are right now. So the Lakers will be 24-28, and then at that point we're right up against it as far as the trade deadline. And then after the trade deadline, then we have um, buyout market and all those kind of things. So, look, if the Lakers are sitting at 24-28, and hopefully by that point we're getting a healthy AD back. Hopefully by that point LeBron is not worn out, and we don't have all these little knick-knack injuries by a whole bunch of other with a whole bunch of other players. The Lakers will be sitting at 24-28. Let's see, by my math, so that's so 24-28, 4 games under 500. That'll put them right. Look, that'll put them right around the 10th place, prime position to get in the play-in. Now, of course, we don't know what's going on with this team at this point. We don't know if AD will be back, if he'll be ruled out for the rest of the season, or wherever the case may be. But I'm just going to assume LeBron's going to stay relatively healthy. AD will be back, and then this team can make a run. Now, whether the front office decides to, make a trade, um, I don't know what's going to happen. But this is what I'm going to predict. Okay, this is just what I think is going to happen. The team is going to be floating around, right around like what I said, 24-28. AD will be back. He will look relatively healthy, and I think the team is going to make a trade. Now, I don't know if they plan to make a major trade, like a rush trade, or if they just trying to make a trade, a smaller trade around the peripheral to improve the team a little bit, make them a little bit firepower. But I think if what I'm going by is correct, they're floating right around 500. I think the Lakers owe it to the fans and they owe it to Laker Nation to sacrifice one pick and try to make a package involving, of course, the usual suspects we all know, Pat Bev and Kendrick Nunn. That'll give them right around 20 millish. And there's, if they add another minimum player to that deal, that'll give them right around 20 million to play with to make a deal to bring a player back or players back, in the $20 million range. Money wise, that'd be more than enough to get, somebody like a Buddy Hield. That'll be more than enough to get somebody like a Miles Turner. Um, that'd be more than enough to get, I believe, somebody like a Kyle Kuzma. I think they're going to want a first round pick for Kyle Kuzma, and given the fact that he's the type of player that the Lakers desperately need, I think that would be a good deal. Go ahead, move those guys, move Pat and Kendrick and one of the minimum guys, and a first round pick for Kyle Kuzma or a player of that nature. And then that I think whether AD comes back or not, but let's just assume that he does. Um, and they could do other little stuff here and there, but I just think if the team some way kind of manages to float around 500, right around the trade deadline, the Lakers, Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka really do owe it to his fans to make a trade, sacrifice one first round pick, not two, one first round pick, and go ahead and move those guys we mentioned earlier, and make a trade to get at least one meaningful impact player in here, and see if we can get the Kings some help and a little backup for AD. That's just the way I think things are going to play out. And I think that's the way the Lakers should play it, man. I'm a Lakers fan, and I'm always going to have the Lakers' best interests at heart, man. But we can't just sit up here whole another damn season without them doing nothing, unless everything just falls apart and everybody's hurt. And then at that point, no, it wouldn't make no sense to do anything. Um, I hate to say it, man, but I missed the great performance by LeBron James on his birthday, man. I was doing other things, but I was kind of keeping an eye on the game. And the Lakers, they got off to a slow start, man. So I thought they were probably going to lose. But then I checked in the next morning, and I saw LeBron went crazy on his birthday, man. And I don't know about you guys, man, but it gave me a little bit of hope, right? You know, I can sit here and talk flippantly and be like, "Hey, I don't care what they do and whatever they can do this and not do this and whatever." But the bottom line is, man, I'm a fan. Goddamn, I don't want to be sitting around a whole another year and watch them lose and not try to improve the team, man. So hopefully, what I was speaking of early, something like that nature happens, and then we can make a run at it after the trade deadline. Now, so but like I was saying, I didn't see LeBron's performance. It was a truly great performance. You go back, look at the highlights, and look at the stats. LeBron still has it in him, man. He still has he still has it in him. You know, he's older, so just certain things that are just not the same with him, man. But I think Laker management, when you see him get inspired, and he's got his wife and his mom in the building watching him, man, and then the old man goes off for damn near 50 piece. Come on, man, come on. The bottom line is, man, if you got LeBron, if you got AD, if you could some kind of way get into the fucking playoffs, find a way to get in the playoffs, man. You never know what could happen, bro. That's just the bottom line with these two and with this team. If you could just find a way, we got to get through this damn long ass 82 game season and then get out of it relatively healthy. And if we can just get in the playoffs, man, anything can happen. So salute to LeBron. Like I said, he still got it in him. It was a great performance. Too bad I missed it, man. But it is what it is. One more thing to talk about. Let's talk about AD, man. Now, come on, AD. And I don't know if I'm going to talk about the long term play with AD. Maybe I would just say that for another video. But look, I'm thinking AD is going to be back around the first week in February. Um, I'm hoping when he comes back, he'll be healthy, and I'm hoping he can stay the rest of the season. But a lot of times, what we've seen is a lot of times he's come back from injury, he's been great, and then at some point again, that he's just gonna get hurt again, man. That's just kind of the way things go. I'm hoping that's not the case, but um, knock on wood, man. Hopefully he can come back. The team can get some chemistry going back again, and hopefully we can make a run, make a push for the playoffs, and hopefully the management gets their head out of their asses and doesn't try to shake things up too much. I mean, unless you just get an offer for Russ that just absolutely cannot be refused, and just make a little small deal, sacrifice one pick, because you guys remember, as soon as the season's over and as soon as on draft day, where they know where the Lakers will pick for next season, for this year. Well, as soon as they know where they're going to pick, they have another pick available to trade. They have another first round pick that will be available for trade. Undoubtedly, the Pelicans will exercise their right for a swap, and so we'll be picking in the Pelicans position. It'll be the shit right now. Pelicans in first place, so let's just say that pick for the Pelicans is going to be, you know, 27, 28. But hell, it's still a first round pick, so I don't feel so bad sacrificing one first round pick when I know we're going to get another one right back on draft day, or whenever the draft order is completed. And then undoubtedly, like I said, the Pelicans were exercise their option and do the pick swap with the Lakers, and they'll get our pick, and we'll get their pick, and that's that. But man, hopefully, like I said, AD can come back, man. He'll go back to playing well. He'll go back to playing like an animal, and then the Lakers can make a run at it, man. That's like the best case scenario. I'm eternally gonna be an optimist, because hey, I'm at the same time I'm a fan, man, and no fan of the Lakers wants to sit around here and watch them just waste another season, um, you know, and waste another year of the great LeBron James. Now, That's gonna be it for the Lakers news report for today. But hey, I got a favor to ask you guys, man. I launched my new channel today. It's been up, but I put up the first video today. It's called the LA News Report. There's a link in the chat. I need all you guys to just hit that link in the chat and go subscribe to that channel. Different from this one, be different content. You guys will see what it is when it's over there. But guys, just do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Will be that channel. I'm gonna try to update daily, or if not daily, every other day, with different news, entertainment topics, and all that. Dejan, now the late. Well, you heard the latest update on AD. He's progressing. No timetable, no updated timetable for his return. But they said the pain in his foot is subsiding. But AD did reveal that he possibly has some bone spurs in his foot, so that's going to require surgery. But that may be something that can be put off to the off season. And see, that's another thing that Laker Nation and Laker fans, we got to be concerned about that, because sometimes AD and them, they used to hide injuries or whatever, but it's pretty much saying for sure, no matter what happens this season, he's going to need off-season surgery on that foot. Now that's concerning, because if I'm not mistaken, all these little injuries that AD has had since he's been with the Lakers, I don't think he's had to get cut on. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but with all these injuries AD has had since he's been with the Lakers, he hasn't had to have any surgeries. So this will be the first one where they're gonna have to have surgery to correct that bone spur. So that's it's kind of like a 50-50 thing. That's what I'm thinking. If he comes back, is able to come back and play well, it's kind of like a 50-50 thing whether he'll be able to stay healthy. And those are not really good odds. And then, if that situation arises, the Lakers just gonna have to, do some deep soul searching and try to figure out how they want to proceed with AD long term, because it just seems like it's going to be one injury after another. So, at some point you might just want to wash your hands of the situation and just move forward, man. But anyway, that's the topic of another video for another day. But before you guys go, make sure you guys do me a favor. Make sure you hit that link that's in the chat. This is my second channel. Like I said, I had it for a while. I had a couple of videos. Matter of fact, I did have a couple of videos up there, but I deleted them because I wasn't sure what direction I want to go in. But now I know what direction I want to go in. And hopefully you guys can subscribe to the channel and like the video. And then, like I said, with that channel, I'm going to try to update, like, if not daily, every other day. And then we'll see where we go from there. But anyway, we'll see what happens with the Lakers versus these damn Hornets. I'm predicting they're going to go on a little winning streak, man. And, we can sit here and talk about the schedule and all this other kind of stuff, man, all we want. Who's playing, who's not playing, who's hurt, whatever. But the bottom line is, man, with the Western Conference, man, it's still wide open, bro. It's still wide open. And if the Lakers, some kind of way, do a miracle, if the Lakers can come up, all they need is a damn 7 or 8 game win streak, which teams go on streaks all the time in the league. If the Lakers could go on a 7 game, if they could some kind of way pull out of their ass a 6, 7, 8 game win streak, the Lakers will be right back in the mix, man. They'll be right back in the mix. And shit, if they can win 7 games in a row, they'll be like in 6th place, pushing 5th or 6th place, man. So it's not time to give up on this season just yet. It's not looking good, but as of right now, I think there's still room for optimism. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, guys, salute to everybody who came through in the chat. I appreciate you guys' support. And we'll be back tomorrow with another Lakers report. And hopefully, like I said, the Lakers can continue with a win streak. Anyway, it's your boy, AC, LA Sports Live. I will wrap with y'all later.